Hi, it's Debz Cooper from debzcooper.com. Very simple about that one. Welcome. Today I'm talking about how to handle people who dislike you. So that's, to me, is an interesting one, as I scratch my nose. How to handle people who dislike you. Now that to me, as I was about to say, was an interesting one. I asked for some feedback, and a lovely lady said to me, "Can we talk about this?" And I was like, "Oh, this is going to be an interesting one." So for me, what do you do when people dislike you? What can you do? So firstly, I would actually stop and go, first question is, why are you bothered about what they're saying and thinking about you? Are they doing it to disrupt your reputation? Are they doing it to protect themselves, their energy, whatever their energy is? So first is, why are you bothered by what they think about you? The next thing is, who are they? Who are they that you perceive they have more power over you than you and your own soul? Great question, I think. Who are they that you have put them into an authoritative figure role? Then, if you perceive them to be an authoritative figure, which I believe they have more power than you when I say authoritative figure, the reason you're putting them in that authoritative figure role, you're actually putting yourself down in a lower vibration rate of who you are as a person, and you're giving them more power over you, if that makes sense. So what type of role or category have you actually put this person in who dislikes you? Now, if this is a team colleague, you then have to look at what's going on in the team. Why do they not like you? Have you taken over their particular role? Have you taken on more skills for them? Are you getting more recognition or something? If it's a family member, why do they not like you or dislike you? Whoops. Why do they dislike you? A little bit of a slight distraction there. Sorry, if it's a team member, no, I wasn't talking about family member. If it's a family member who is thinking about why they handle people how to dislike you, just completely gone off track now. Oh, so mature, totally mature. Right, pulling myself back. Right, if they are a family member who dislikes you, you could ask them direct, what's going on, what's actually happening. But when you go to ask them, there's a process that you'll have to, well, it would be wise to go through before you actually go and approach them. Because if you approach somebody when you're emotional, just like if you go out drinking, when you're emotional, we all know what actually truly happens. So if you can approach them with non-emotion and not attached to the attachment of them actually coming back and saying, yes, I'm so sorry, or yes, I understand this, or you did this to me, or anything, without you're just speaking from the heart, your heart to their heart, to talk to them about what's going on, that's okay. If you have any emotion behind it, it's going to cause chaos and rampant in what's going on. So what authoritative figure do you put them in? If they're a child that doesn't like you, yesterday I'm here in Melbourne, and I had a little interlude with a child who I know, and I felt like she personally didn't like me, and I took it really personally. We'd spent an amazing time together, and because I had said one thing to her, she really challenged me, and I said my piece. Now, when I'm 40 plus and I'm talking to a 9-year-old, I didn't even think about the consequences. So when it started, the conflict started coming up, I then decided, what's the best way to do this? So the best way for me yesterday, when I realized how she didn't actually like me, was I just let her be. I just let her be. I allowed her with her boundaries. I allowed her with her space until she was ready to come and talk to me. Now, that is quite frustrating for some, because this is also in relationships, intimate and at work as well, is that you actually have to allow them to let them be. Let them be until they can come to you and they can talk to you about what's right. Because just because you want to talk doesn't necessarily mean that they want to talk. Okay, so I'm going back to the first thing is, why are you bothered by if they dislike you? What have you actually got that attachment to? What are you doing? You can ask yourself, what are you doing? What are you displaying? What are you demonstrating that could be a challenge to them? You're also aware when people dislike you and they come into your awareness and they frustrate you, or you frustrate them. It's wise to look at what's actually going on for you. Did they remind you of somebody in the past? Have they reminded you of something that you've watched on TV? Is there a trigger or something there? And then look at what's really going on. What's the deeper issue for this? What is the deeper issue of actually finding out what's going on to their chaos clashing with your chaos? Now, clearly not everybody's going to get along. And personally, I don't want to get along with everybody in the world. There's people I just don't resonate with. I'm okay with that. There's people who don't resonate with me. I'm okay with that. So you have to find out what your groove is and what makes life comfortable for you. So going back to, why are you bothered? Why are you actually bothered about what they think about you? If they're out there to destroy your reputation, it's wise for you to look at, what have I actually done? What can I do? Who do I need to bring in for support to actually go through this? That could be a legality. It could be just talking to a friend. It could just be getting professional advice, but actually bring in somebody who can actually help you balance that. Hello, debzcooper.com. I'm here to help you with that emotion in your mind. So I'll just go back to, why are you bothered? What do they have over you that you're allowing them to come into your sphere of awareness? That's it. Why are you bothered? You can't change them. It's only how you can change your perception on things on life. That's it. Why are you bothered? What have they got? What have they got over you? I'm not going to keep repeating it on. So the final thing is, let it go. Let it go. You cannot change everybody, or some people. Okay, that's it. I am in Melbourne today, and I'm off to Brisbane this afternoon. I'm in Brisbane till Monday, then back to Melbourne. So next week I will be here from Melbourne again. Thank you very much for listening, watching, commenting, enjoying my quick, a little bit scattered live. Let's just blame the scatteredness on the lack of sleep. Right, thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of your week. Give me some feedback. Let me know what's going on. Thank you. Yes, and the live. See ya.